Well, it's a new year, it's a new beginning, and it's a war that keeps going on despite the fact that the Confederates have lost Tennessee, they lost Arkansas, they lost any claim that they had to Missouri, which they didn't really have any claim to Missouri anyways. Kentucky's firmly in Union hands. Huge chunks of Louisiana are in Union hands. We've got chunks of North Carolina in Union hands. The entire Mississippi River is in Union hands, and I don't know why this war is still going on, because when Lee did try to take an offensive, he got his ass kicked in Gettysburg. So can we please just end this? Hello and welcome to Civil War in Hindsight. I'm Lieutenant Tommy. With me on this New Year's is Prospector Johnny. And I'm over it, Johnny.
Stop shouting, Tommy.
63. Year 63 in recap, Johnny. We're down to 64. Confederates should, by all means, surrender. They're officially cut in half. They have no access to the Mississippi River. Several states are in Union hands, including Tennessee, Arkansas, Louisiana. Mass desertions across the Confederate armies and on all fronts. Confederates have removed all draft exemptions, meaning that everybody is eligible for the draft and is going to have to be conscripted to fight. And they have a governor of North Carolina that's asking for the traitor president to start negotiations for peace. But yet here we are, still doing this for reasons. And the new year's going to open up with a record cold front. So,
yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. Well, luckily, I drank enough to keep me warm last night. Regardless of that cold front.
Johnny. On the second.
So I guess I'm glad it's a slow week. But if you could just keep it down a little, you're just
too loud.
Really bringing it today.
On the second, Johnny, George Davis, North Carolina. He's going to be confirmed as the Dirty Rebel Attorney General. And the price of gold, Johnny, it's skyrocketing in the New York markets. Which I wonder why.
What?
Maybe it has something to do with the war going on and us buying everything that we can possibly buy. So gold's.
Really wish I would have found some by now.
Yeah. would
have been a good time to cash in, but it's mine's running dry.
Haven't found any there in the
whole Indiana doesn't have a whole lot of gold in it. Turns out, a lot of limestone.
You got a lot of that. Yeah. On the
if that becomes valuable one day, I'll be set.
On the third, Johnny, federal cavalry is going to enter Jonesville in southwestern portion of Virginia, pushing out the rebels there. On the fourth, we're going to see rebels starving to the point where Traitor President Davis is attempting to locate food for his troops. He's going to write to Lee stating that the emergency, and I quote here, the emergency justifies impressment. So those taxes that we talked about last week, they're increasing. So more and more Home Guards soldiers are going to be expected to liberate food sources from local farms to feed the soldiers who are starving.
They're going
which sucks
to
because the population also doesn't have food, so they're starving. This is, I don't know what they're doing. The war should be over.
God, if only there were a country that was trying to integrate them back into them,
to save them from themselves.
That could, help them in some way, shape, or form by providing aid, money, food, or assistance, instead of robbing them to feed. What a weird situation, because, all right, everybody's conscripted now.
Pretty much, yeah.
So,
or eligible for conscription. It's not everybody has to go.
Right, eligible for, Okay, so everybody's eligible for it. So now you got to be rooting to be conscripted because the food that you could have bought or had is now going to the soldiers. Yeah. So now you want to be conscripted just so that you can have
eat
some of the very limited supply of food that is being robbed from your farms by your government.
Yes. Johnny, those federal cav that took over Jonesville, they're going to surrender. 200 of them are going to be captured when the rebels come back.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, shoot.
Yeah. Well,
also on the fifth.
Didn't expect that
one.
Yes.
Oops. Also on the 5th, Lincoln is going to encourage Congress to revisit paying $300 bounties to volunteers, despite Congress saying they didn't want to do that.
Go on.
He says maybe we should do that. So that way we can have volunteers come in and fight as opposed to drafting people. And then when we implement the draft,
hired mercenaries.
It doesn't work very well in New York. That didn't go over very well. So maybe we should just
had riots.
Pay them.
Yeah, mercenaries. Hell yeah.
Why not? And Johnny, remember that Indians are a thing that exists in this country? Although we're trying not to have
right.
them
You mean
country?
the native tribes that existed here before we came and decimated them?
Yeah, well,
yes, I do remember.
Apparently, in the New Mexico territories, several of Navajo are not liking the fact that they are being corralled, and they are running away from said.
Now, hold on. Now, this is land that we gave them.
Yes.
That already some people were on, but we gave it to them so that we could have the whole, east of the Mississippi bit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And now they're mad about it that we gave them land
they're trying to get
that
off
is
that land.
not able to be farmed
Because
it's all sand.
So on the 6th,
They're mad.
Yeah, on the 6th, we're sending Kit Carson down to hunt some Navajo Indians in the New Mexico territory.
Oh, thank God! They
back.
need to be more thankful for the things that we provided for them.
And this very uneventful.
We gave you sand and cacti,
this very uneventful,
birds of multiple sorts. Mostly small, inedible, but it's fine.
Some lizards.
You'll do good. Also,
flatbread.
People still living in that area wanting to not be invaded and will fight you. We gave you that, so you could keep warring. What more could they want?
This very uneventful, quiet week, Johnny, is going to end on the 7th with Lincoln commuting the death sentence of a deserter, stating, and I quote here, "I'm trying to evade the butchery business lately."
Lately,
he did.
What a key word.
Yeah, he did say lately.
What a whew.
Because he did execute those 26 Indians last year.
Little bit. Yeah, new year, new Lincoln, I guess.
I guess. That's it for this week in Civil War in Hindsight. If you enjoy Civil War in Hindsight, check out Historic Hindsight. We drunkenly talk about history. I think you should know that by now, although we have got a lot of new subscribers. So maybe you don't know that. Maybe you don't know that I got shorts that I go out there and talk about where we make fun of other smaller things from history. And we occasionally take field trips, me and Johnny, down to historical sites and make fun of them because that was fun.